Do you know people ask for what the Antichrist asked God for? That's what people ask for out there. And you remember how they said Jesus rewards people according to their heart? So you would get rewarded according to your heart and what you're asking for out there? I would do that all the time. I would catch you all the time and be like, here, this is what you want. Buyer beware. And I would say something screwed up. But anyway, I look within myself. But these people that tell you that it's money and all this, look at me. They always want you to look outside yourself. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good.
It's a good morning out.
Nice now.
Yeah, I like it. So, all these people will tell you to look outside yourself, right? And these people that make money, they almost get away with extortion because they're right on the cusp. They're like telling you to look within inside yourself, and they're making all this money, but you're not. You're looking out there, and then you're looking at money. Or people do that. Let's say that some people do that. It's a factor. The relationship of it's a factor. Um, so, I don't. And that's another thing to tie back into what I'm saying. Science does that a lot. They're like, come out and look at this, and then you're looking at this, and you want to go into the black hole. You want to race me to the black hole, which you didn't like. This week, I was reading an article. They're like, we really don't like this about the black hole. Because they're like, oh, well, it tells us everything. Yeah, but who sent you there? That's the part you're missing, like a hole in your head. Who sent you there for what purpose? That's the part that they're not going to talk about. They didn't just send themselves out there like, let's look at a black hole and everything technically right side up, but backwards to them. Totally backwards to them. Because the black hole is in here. It's in here. You know? It's like a it's here. It's not out there. When you go out there, that's like looking at your mind in the face and being like, I'm gonna throw my mind down my mind. And I would get you to do that because you were asking for shit that the Antichrist wanted. So that's how I would attack you. I would attack you like I'm seeing you as a whole mechanization against one. I'm gonna pick on this one little motherfucker. He doesn't have any money. Well, I thought it was soul rich anyway. I thought I was getting soul rich. It was all about soul within. No, it's about soul out there in the music, man. Oh, okay. That trick. I know that trick. I know that trick. You gotta run into a building and blow yourself up into a fucking corporation. Then you'll get some respect around here. Until then, you're not a church. You should be taxed. You should be taxed out of your fucking mind. Tax. This is what happens from taxing me as a church. Next, I'm going to start a business just like you. Kidnapping and human trafficking. I'm going to be the new pope. The new pope. The new pope is here. How about that? Or a bishop. Bishop means above, so you'd be a bishop, you'd have to know the above. Not just down here and be like, yeah, I'm a bishop and that guy's your father on earth, so call that guy on earth your father. But Jesus said not to do that. So, whatever. The church is, well, I'm not going to say anything about that because they'll always be there. It's just what kind of condition will the people be in against the book? Because the book, it goes all the way out. The book, the Bible. So you could have a bad time, but the Bible is still real. Just because you're not having a positive time, I'm not having a positive time. Oh well, that's fine. That means I'm being observed. You're being observed by the egotistical waveform. How are you gonna do anything with that? And I think that's what the Socratic method was for. People use the Socratic method inside to kind of ask like that other voice that they think is them. You know, probably ask that thing like, well, why do I give a shit about drugs? Why do I need to have the drug? And you go through this loop. It's like, well, you're gonna wake up sober anyway, then you're gonna have to get high again. It makes no sense. Doesn't make any sense. So then it starts to sink in, I guess, to some people. But it's hard to get away from that kind of stuff. Stuff that you're addicted to, especially your personality. You can get addicted to a personality, then I guess that's weird. But that's all I wanted to say. A lot of what people do out there is what the Antichrist does and what he wants. Because where does he get everything from? He probably just steals it or inherits it backwards while I was doing psychology, a tool of the devil. I'm sitting here doing psychology, alright? So you have no right to tell me. I'm out here with my fan base, my fans. Oh man, another fucking baby went flying into pieces right into the fans. I'm propelled by my fans on the stage. It's like an airplane going up. Not even a concert, an airplane. Wow. And you know, a lot of this happens. This happens because people would get a little piece of information over the years, and I would watch them. They would swirl around this information, like the information had like a vortex inside the information itself, like wisdom, another symbol, another shape, and it would corkscrew around that for a long time, and they would get buried while that was all happening. I would just sit there and watch that. And then I was like way out on the other end, like, when am I gonna get a turn? How do I get a turn? Oh, you can't get a turn. You're fucked. You were born fucked by the bank. The bank was like, you were born with our word in your mouth. Even though that's a lie.